Gospelology, oh, Gospelology, Gospelology, uh-oh, Gospelology, Gospelology, oh, Gospelology, Gospelology, uh-oh, Gospelology, Gospelology, oh. Jesus turned water into wine. It's amazing. Jesus even healed the blind. It's amazing. How all the planets are aligned. How all chemicals are designed. Teaching the gospel with a scientific twist. All of his miracles are magnificent. Teaching the gospel with a scientific twist. All of his miracles are magnificent. Oh, Gospelology, Gospelology.
Yo, this is Jesus, aka King of Kings, aka Lord of Lords, aka Prince of Peace. You get it. After Jesus crossed over by boat, a large crowd met him at the seaside. One of the area leaders, named Jairus, came running to Jesus, fell to his knees, and said, "Jesus, my dear daughter is dying. Please, come lay hands on her so she will get well and live." Jesus went with them, the whole crowd tagging along, pushing and shoving him. A woman who had an issue with blood for 12 years and went to doctors who took her money and never helped her, had heard about Jesus. She was thinking to herself, if I can put a finger on his robe, I can get well. The moment she did it, she stopped bleeding. She could feel the change and knew she was healed. At the same moment, Jesus felt energy coming from him. He turned around to the crowd and asked, "Who touched my robe?" His disciples said, "What are you talking about? With this crowd pushing and shoving you, you're asking, 'Who touched me?' Dozens have touched you." But Jesus kept asking, looking around to see who had done it. The woman stepped up in fear and trembling, knelt before Jesus, and told him the whole story. Jesus said to her, "You took a risk of faith, and now you're healed and whole. Live well." While Jairus was talking, some people came from his house and said, "Jairus, your daughter is dead. Why bother Jesus anymore?" Jesus overheard what they were talking about and said to Jairus, "Don't listen to them, just trust me." Jesus got to the house and went in with Peter, James, and John. They entered Jairus' house and pushed their way through the small crowd of neighbors bringing in food because they heard the girl had died. Jesus was angry. He said, "Why all this grief and gossip? This child isn't dead. She's sleeping." The people told him he didn't know what he was talking about. So Jesus sent all of them out except her parents and his 3 disciples. He entered the child's room. He put the 12-year-old girl's hands together and said, "Talitha koum," which means, "Little girl, get up." At that moment, she got up and began walking around. Everyone in the room were beside themselves with joy.